The reason why Ippo has never reached Ricardo Martinez goes deeper than you think. So deep that we have to go way back to chapter 124. Let's look at the Okita fight. Ippo had just beaten him and there was a little moment after the fight. Okita started glazing Datte and said that he won't be as easy. Then Okita sees Datte, who looks at him with a somewhat disappointed expression. Maybe it was a little bit of fire as well towards Ippo. Anyway, Okita says that he will start over. He still has a long way to go to reach Datte. Datte says, I see. What could this mean? Because he couldn't reach Datte, he lost. No, it was the result of different goals between challengers. Okita tried to reach Datte, but what he should have done is try to surpass him. Ippo showed that difference in that fight. And why the hell does Datte look like he's 2 feet tall here? Now let's move forward a little bit to the Gonzalez fights. When Ippo started to land some body shots on Gonzalez, he started feeling confident. Gonzalez even said that Ippo thinks he's getting somewhere. He was confident that he could push the fight into his range. Ippo was happy that he could land a shot on the number 2 in the world. It's as if it was an impossible task before and only came possible after he'd done it. Later on, when he knocked Gonzalez down, he kept talking about how he knocked down the second man in the world. It's the same pattern. He had to do it first and then started believing. But don't think this is an Ippo diss track. I'm equally going after Gonzalez as well. Gonzalez's coach asks him what he went after. What did he seek? He went after the sun god, Ricardo Martinez. He was always looking up to him. This is the same thing Datte mentioned before. Ippo and Gonzalez both only tried to reach a line, never cross over it. Ippo wanted to land a hit on Gonzalez first before going further. Gonzalez didn't want to drill a hole into Ricardo and move past him. He wanted to reach him. You could say, of course they wanted to win, but it's a difference in approaches. Wanting to move through someone and just stepping in there to fight are two completely different things. Takamura is the best example of this. Actually, Bison as well. During the press conference before the fight, both had similar wording. Bison said he's ready to get his hands on Takamura's belt. See the difference? It wasn't I'm ready to fight or I'm ready to win. He was already sure to get the belt. Takamura was even more dismissive. He said he's got nothing to say. He wants to get this fight over with. That's how unimportant Bison was to him. Just a little obstacle in his way towards 6 weight classes. Even more so because the Bison fight was a unification bout and just a hurdle before the next division. Look at this. During his ban from the gym, Ippo kept doing his road work. He ran to the line and kept thinking about his career. He wasn't sure what to do. A bit further, a little more. He wondered about how far he could go and if he was a little better now. Is that the vocabulary of a future champ? Would Datte or Takamura talk like that? Never. I know Datte was never world champ, but that's because Ricardo Martinez is a demon. If Billy McCallum was the champ, Datte would have beaten him for sure. His mind was always in the right place. And looking at Sendo, he doesn't care about reaching Ricardo Martinez either. He loves fighting and beating strong opponents. The name Ricardo Martinez means nothing to him. And right now, we can't determine Ippo's mindset toward an opponent because there is no opponent for him. Once he's back and has a fight scheduled, we have to assess his mentality again. What Datte said will be very important, so pay attention. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one.